Right. Thinking caps on, please, gentlemen. In the same order as we span through that first section, I would like some selections, some picks from you, please. Alan McInally, you famously were part of a deadly front three. Mo Johnston, Brian McClare, Alan McInally, goals left, right and centre. So can you hit the target and tell me, this far out, who will win Euro 2020?
I don't think there'll be like 100 to 1 outside or whoever may that be in the betting. I think it's going to be down to France and Belgium, and maybe I've got a sneaky feeling that Spain might be there or thereabouts. So, I'd written this. I mean, France, Benzema, Dembele, Griezmann, Mbappe, Thuram, goals. Oh my God, goals. Romelu Lukaku, Tielemans, Witsel. Dries Mertens, Torgan Hazard, De Bruyne. I'll go Belgium. I'll go Belgium to win. I think, and I'll probably throw that in. You're probably going to ask as well, but I cannot see with the season he's had. I think he get 24 goals with Inter, won the league. He's probably scored over 30 goals club and country this season, and Lukaku's got to be thereabouts the top goal scorer. But I just think this might be the year for Belgium. They missed out the last time, but the Euros that have been just so strong. I'm going to go Belgium.
Well, it's a great answer because, of course, if you work on the FIFA rankings, they're the top-rated team, not just in Europe, in the world. And, of course, you mentioned the season that Lukaku's had. Now there's transfer speculation about him maybe going to Manchester City, maybe going to Chelsea. He's second favourite to be top goal scorer. So you're saying Belgium, Lukaku. I'm going to come back to them one more. Have a little think about a charity selection. Don't give it to me yet. We will round off this section with your charity selection, but I'm gonna put the squeeze on you in a minute. But you say Belgium, Lukaku. Mr. Emile Heskey, same question to you, if I may, please. Who will win the Euros this summer, and who will be the top goal scorer in the tournaments?
Again, like Alan said there, I swing more towards Belgium because, again, for the last few years, this team has been together. They've been playing together for a long time now. That is actually, now they have this cohesion, and they've been threatening for a while to be that team in a tournament. I feel they've got it just about right now. Hopefully De Bruyne will be okay for the tournament because, again, you want to see the best players in the tournament. So hopefully he'll be okay for the tournament. And it's difficult to look past. It's difficult to look past a Belgium side that is so powerful, so strong, with your likes of Lukaku, who doesn't get the just rewards, to be honest with you. You look at the seasons that he's had over the years, and he keeps progressing, getting bigger, better, stronger, quicker, scoring more goals, different types of goals. And I think they want their very, very powerful side. So I would say them for winning it. I might go for someone like Mbappe because, again, when you're looking at someone like him who's, again, had a fantastic season, he's unstoppable. And and we all know when you're at a young age like he is, and you're playing the way he is, you feel unstoppable. And I think he'll be going into this tournament thinking that no one can get near him, and he'll want to go and prove that. So I'm going to go for someone like Mbappe being the top goal scorer.
Great pick. What a player. Graceful, but what an athlete, and what a goal scorer, quite frankly. So just to summarise, Alan says Belgium, Lukaku. You're saying Belgium, but Mbappe top goal scorer. Ian Rush, surely we can't have a hat-trick of pundits, experts and ex-pros all teaming up saying the Belgians are going to win the Euros. Tell me something different, or tell me that the lads have got it absolutely spot on and that the Red Devils of Belgium will indeed finally be proving they're a golden generation. What are we saying? Winner of Euro 2020?
Well, I'm going to just echo what the lads have said, really, because if Belgium not win it now.
Emile, I want to change my mind.
No, if Belgium don't win it now, they'll never win it. That's what I look at it. No, they're absolutely fantastic. No, I think it's wide open. But I think it's the best chance Belgium had. I think the dark horses are Italy. I think they are the dark horses. They can produce look at qualification. I think
unbeaten in qualifying.
Yeah, so I think they're the dark horses because they can produce when
needed. But if you can only have one, if I just give you one selection and your I
can't. I'd like to say Belgium because both Macca and Emile have said it. I'm going to have to do something different now. So I'm going to go for Italy now. But
Forza Italia, lovely. So Rush is saying Italy, top goal scorer for the tournament, because when you work through that list, I mean, you've got the candidates that stand out: Harry Kane, Romelu Lukaku, Kylian Mbappe, Cristiano Ronaldo getting on a bit but deadly. I've seen Memphis Depay mentioned, Karim Benzema back in the international fold, Ciro Immobile, who's had a great season at Lazio. You're mentioning Italy. What about him, for example?
Oh, yeah, I think he's got a great job. But I think maybe the top goal scorer of this will be the person who takes penalties. Does Lukaku take penalties for Belgium?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'd go with Lukaku then, because I think the top goal scorer, look at Harry Kane, he takes penalties for England, and they very rarely miss, and there will be penalties in this tournament. So I would go with Lukaku if he takes penalties for Belgium. Interesting
scenes. Now then, there is, and very kindly provided by our sponsors for the show, Tonybet, a £100 charity bet. We've got 3 of them. Now, I've been begging, scraping and pleading like a child in a sweet shop to be allowed one of the charity bets through a complex algorithm whereby I just created enough of a fuss that Emile very kindly stepped aside. It's myself, Alan and Rushy are going to take aim for charity. So, gentlemen, if you would tell me, what's your charity selection and for which charity and why? Alan McInally.
Rushy, you go. Or you want me to go? It's for the Alan McInally charity, alanmcinally.com. What am I going to go for? I mean, the goal scorers. I had a little look at the Italian thing. I think it's Jorginho that takes your pens for Italy, but I don't think it'll end up top goal scorer. I want to do a qualifying, and I'm not going to be popular with Rushy, but I think Turkey have a good chance of qualifying. The only thing, I think the odds on are 47, 46 or something. I don't know what the guys are going to give us on it, and I don't know whether that's a decent enough or whether I should go for something a little bit more outstanding in terms of winning a game. So I'm going to have to
give us something at a price.
Right. Well, in that case, I've got to go with the top goal scorer. He will be flying at this tournament. Incidentally, when you talked about the speculation about him going somewhere, I saw him actually on a Belgian television program saying he is definitely staying at Inter Milan. He's spoken to everybody he needs to speak to, and he will still be at Milan next year. So he's got nothing to worry about apart from scoring goals for Belgium. So my £100 is going on the big man to be top goal scorer. And with a bit of luck, we'll get 7s at least. And it's for Headway, a charity. I work for a Children's Aid charity in Scotland I do quite a lot of work for to help them raise money. And Headway is one of the sort of tributaries under the umbrella of Children's Aid Scotland. So Headway will be receiving, hopefully, when Lukaku gets 7, 8, 9, 10 goals with a bit of luck.
There's a great story about this guy called Alan McInally who played for Aston Villa, and the German management from Bayern Munich came over to watch him in a game, and they summoned him into the office afterwards, and they said, Alan, we got the opportunity to come and watch you. We would like you to at least think about the possibility of coming to play for FC Bayern Munich. And I have it on good authority that Alan McInally would have signed the contract there and then, but he said, well, thank you very much for your interest. I'm flattered. But of course, I am still an Aston Villa player and I'd have to talk to the manager. So maybe there's a little bit of window dressing there from Lukaku. Well, actually, maybe he's already dreaming of his penthouse apartment in Manchester or his house on the King's Road in London.
Maybe, yeah. The lads will tell you it's always nice to be wanted by somebody else, but you've got to keep your powder dry. And every now and again, you tell a couple of porkies whether you think whatever they need to hear, that's what they're going to hear. I believe the big man will still be at Inter, which means he's got nothing to worry about. And I'm hoping that £100 I've got will be turned into, I don't know, 600, 700 or 800 quid for charity.
There is the wisdom of Mr. McInally. Romelu Lukaku, top goal scorer at Euro 2020. Right, the spotlight and the barrel of the assassin's rifle turns upon you, Mr. Ian Rush. Can you find the net from 12 yards? This is your chance to net some money for charity. What's it going to be and why?
I think the Clatterbridge Cancer Hospital on the Wirral, no, they've been very good to friends of mine who have been there. So my charity bet will be for the Clatterbridge Cancer Hospital on the Wirral.
Lovely.
Yeah, and I'm not going to believe, like, I've just heard Macca speak there, right? And I was thinking exactly the same, but I'm not going to do that.
Just go for Turkey to qualify then.
No, I think it's difficult. I'm going to go. What price are Italy to win it?
Italy
11s or 12s.
Yeah.
To win the tournament, I believe, are 11-1. I'm just double checking here. Yes, indeed. Italy to win Euro 2020 with Tonybet, 11-1. So at £100 stake, including your stake back, that would be £1,200 if the Azzurri could do it to the hospice.
Forza Italia.
Forza Italia from Ian Rush. And for my good self, and thank you for the opportunity to do this. The charity is Rosabelle's Rooms, it's a brilliant, intuitive, clever charity. They provide accommodation for families who've got sick children in hospital and couldn't necessarily otherwise find accommodation nearby. So it's a really, really smart and generous charity, and they do some great work. So Rosabelle's Rooms, hoping to get them a few quid. If Karim Benzema back in the international fold, France, well, the lads have already said goals, goals, goals. So hopefully the French are going to make a nice progress through the tournament, fueled by the goals of Benzema, who will win my charity bet, I hope. So Karim Benzema, top goal scorer for me.